Hi guys, you're welcome to another episode of Mailbox. On this Mailbox, we'll be addressing different mails from different people from all over the world. Today, my name is Adesho and with me is
Lawali.
Our first mail today is from Diane from Belgium. This person says, friends behavior. My male best friend, so she's female. My male best friend always flirts with every female he sees around me, and it's starting to make me uncomfortable. I've tried to talk to him about it, but he brushes it off. It's causing friction between my female friends and I, and I'm not sure how to handle this situation.
Okay, so you need to define this relationship. It's looking very chaotic because if he's single and he's your best friend, I'm not sure why you're upset about him flirting around with other people. So maybe you need to make what's your intention towards him. You should even be, I mean, he's not flirting with men. It's confusing. So what's your grouse really? That he's single now. I mean, he has the right or the liberty to behave, even though he's misbehaving, right? But you need to what exactly do you want us? Because I'm confused as to how to address the conversation. I understand that, being all over the place can be confusing sometimes, but to be honest, it's something you laugh at if he's your best friend. Again, is your friendship on values? Because it seems like that's the same vibe that you probably have. Maybe you two should be flirting with men. I'm joking, but here's my opinion. It's confusing. What do you want from him, essentially? That he should stop flirting with people, or he should settle down with somebody? If that's the case, then maybe it's a conversation.
Yeah.
I think.
So Dan, I think you like him. So saying he's your male best friend is also your prospective lover. So just come out clean and say you are also in love with this guy, because the truth about the matter is, for a female to actually be feeling uncomfortable with a guy having other female friends, I mean, come on, it means that you actually have some emotional. It doesn't have to do with it doesn't have to be a misbehavior. You are the one tagging it misbehavior, and you are the one that is calling it flirting. Because as far as the guy is concerned, he's just trying to be a good guy, you know, and he's trying to be like a man. Yeah. So I think you need to work on yourself. If you like this guy, before they take him away from you, better tell him.
There is a tendency that the guy is also trying to get your attention.
No, the guy does not. Let me tell you something. All these things, forget it. Don't be saying the guy can't see them having a relationship. This person is your friend. If you genuinely, everybody's single now. If you really like men, if you like a woman, it doesn't take the stadium for you to make your decision known. So probably because this guy doesn't want to hurt her, so he's trying to say, you know what, we can just be friends. The guy is not seeing that spark of anything love between them. So trying to get your attention by flirting with other women won't really cut it, because for somebody that you really genuinely love, why are you really wasting your time? Because it's a marketplace. Why you are trying to do preamble, somebody else has taken it. Why you are trying to hide your emotions, somebody else has taken over. So please stop hurting yourself. There's nothing to handle here. If you like this guy, sometimes it's not only the woman that can always tell somebody. Maybe somebody is shy. Yeah, if it's the guy or if it's you, just say, oh, I really like you, or I think, or maybe you've even approached him and he's bounced it out.
Maybe the guy zoned her into.
That's what I'm saying now. So that is in the zone now, that she's refusing to accept. She's not getting angry.
Free yourself from the
at
shackle.
Every woman that
free yourself from the
don't
shackle.
stress yourself. Just free yourself. Allow this guy make genuine friends, and if his love relationship is looking for, allow it grow. Don't sabotage it. Don't say this guy is misbehaving. I tried to talk to him about it. Why? This thing is funny. I'm sorry, but the truth about the matter is, I think you should get the brief correct. The guy sees you as a friend and seeing prospects with other female friends that you bring. So that's the situation.
All right. All the best.
Okay, this will take us to
the next question.
The next mail. The next mail is name change Lima. Lara is from Nigeria. She said, my fiancé, is supposed to be fiancé, wants me to change my surname when he gets married, but I don't want to. I've built my career and identity around my name, and I'm not sure I'm ready to let go of it. How do I handle this situation?
I think it's pretty simple. You can have that and have it a compound. People have compound names now.
Right.
So you can have your name, your surname, and another. It's easy. So there's always a compromise that I understand that you've built your career on a particular brand. Your name is now a brand, so to speak. You can make it a complex name. I don't think there is any.
I think the government has even made it easy now. It's one that has your BVA and then 9, because the truth about the matter is, take for example, for the longest time, I was still bearing my father's name. Yeah, my maiden name, which is Kolaole. Even my international passport was still carrying it. But after a while, when there was a conflict between, forget that if people build something as a brand, if it's no longer a ledger tender, that is acceptable globally, that your passport is saying something else, your BVN is saying something, you can't bank, you can't do any case, everything is contradicting each other. You begin to come correct beyond building your name. If you mistakenly did so those things are actually defining how it should look like. So you might have to, just like you said, if you really built, I really don't see when people say they built, it's good to build, but it's okay to, when you change, let's know what people come to terms with
their new status.
Exactly. So long that it's not that, even if you're the #1 citizen of the world, if it's updated, everywhere, let people move with an update. Once you update, you don't really need to, it's not an excuse. But if you see beauty in it, and your partner understands that, because some men today will say, oh, why do you really need to keep, or you understand? But if you and your partner can come to that terms, you can have a compound.
That's the compromise. But to be honest, when somebody marries, two becomes one. That's what it means.
I genuinely also would like to keep my father's name, so I think.
Well, it's too late for you.
I still keep it in the middle.
Okay, it's too late for you. We've paid your bride price, and that's it.
So it's okay. You guys can actually read that conclusion of saying that
the compromise.
Hey, you want to be a Kundaya, and then you now put Shango Tikobia.
Shango Gimi.
Or Williams, that's fine.
I don't think it's a big deal. You can always work around it.
That will take us to our last mail from this episode of Mailbox. Neighbor's behavior. This is Emeka. Emeka lives in America. He said, my white neighbor constantly parks his car in front of my driveway, partly blocking me from leaving my house. I've tried to talk to him about it, but he just ignores me. I'm getting frustrated and I don't want to escalate the situation because I'm a foreigner here. But it's becoming a real inconvenience. How should I handle this?
So for me, usually most of this kind of conversation, I follow the scriptures when it comes to another person's behavioral pattern. So the scripture says that if it's within your power, it says live peaceable with all men. Yes. And if this, I think, is within your power, God owns the heart of anyone. Don't even think about the right that, you have that right. This is my driveway. We've seen incidences where people pull out a gun and shoot people even when you're on your right, and you live in an environment where things can escalate very fast. My counsel will be for you to pray about this particular subject matter, and in due season and in due time, because sometimes, or most of the time, when people test other people's patience, it is actually God testing your patience.
Right.
That there are certain things that He would want you to align with. All right, because people think, some people take them for a ride. In Christianity, there is absolutely nothing like that. You can't live peaceable with this person. And there are ways in which you will actually, in fact, the person might be triggering you every time you go back to the person and say something. But for a period of time, stop saying anything. Don't say anything. In fact, if you have another chance, go and park somewhere else, just so that you are out of the person's hair or the person's way.
Yeah.
After some time, the person will align, and you keep praying for that person. It might be bipolar, it might have some mental disorder, and you've got to be compassionate about that. And most people don't say these things. So when people act irrationally, my excuse is that these people might be going through mental health challenges.
Right.
And so I avoid them as much as possible, just so that things don't escalate.
Yeah, so then again, sometimes it can be you today, it can be them tomorrow. So sometimes you don't really want to resolve issues by being aggressive or trying to fight it. So I could give you a practical example. In my neighbor, there was a time that they used to have like some form of service. You know, it's a part of a religion that they like to make noise and all. So they do their maybe fellowship or something in the compound, and it's a whole lot of noise, you know, back to back on a particular day. And then you find out that the whole driveway in the estate, they are blocking the gate, blocking everything. And I'm like, why are these people like so? But for those number of years, we were very patient, you know. It's just us saying, why are these people like this within ourselves? There was really no time that we had to really come out and harass them or something. And then again, they wanted to renovate. They brought down the building. It was a lot of noise. You can't sleep sometimes. So fast forward, I had a dog. And my dog is like a German Shepherd. And you find out that, dogs, you know the way German Shepherds are, they are very sensitive. They get to make noise at every point in time when there's a movement. And they are coming to me to say, oh, they would like to see me. And this dog, I said, for almost 5-6 years now, you guys have been the noisemaker. Is my turn now. So I'm just trying to say that sometimes people need to have allowances for this thing.
Right.
And you must also pray for them. There's something that will help them trigger, because beyond they went to report my issue to the security of the estate, did this one, this, that. The person that reported, at the end of the day, we found out that the Lagos State came to evacuate the person from that location. So things happen. So when there are issues like that, don't see it as normal. Just like you said, it can be the Holy Spirit trying to teach you some certain things, values on being patient, on you trying to be accommodating. It could even be you being distracted from certain things. It could be something in shifting that you must actually say, there's a quote that says, see the good in every situation. Yeah. So if you begin to see the good in the situation, instead of you fighting, it can even be a banter, it could be a joke at the end of the day, and before you know it, the guy would, things might actually change. That'll be all on this episode of Mailbox. So next time, my name is Adesina with me.
And Wale. Peace.